Okay, boys and girls, time for a Pittsburgh project. We are down in what we call the game room in the basement under the porch. And a long time ago, we had my parents had a French drain put in, and now we also had a water problem up in this corner. There was a vent that wasn't properly sealed, and water came in, ruined this wall. So we are going to try to, and you can see they cut off all the bottoms of them, and they were really loose. And so I've been going through and firming them back up, and you can see this one's still loose. So I've been using my hammer drill and some Tapcon screws and firming them all up, and then I need to put some insulation, and then I got some paneling. This was the old brown paneling, and I got this kind of like a white oak paneling, so that'll be kind of like an accent wall. And then we also had some water up in this ceiling. There's a light I had to take down, and the old drywall panels, but I have to move. These aren't 16-inch on center, so I've got to kind of reconfigure those a little bit, put some insulation in there. I'm going to use the same paneling up top. So let's see how far I get. There's a lot of rusted nails I have to take out. That's going to take me a while. Same thing with this. I had to take out a lot of rusty staples and nails to get to the base good product. I should also show this corner where all the water kind of came down here. Rotted out this one board you see I have to replace. You see the shadow of it, and it's concentrated here. So I have to cut some of this out and redo that piece of paneling and seating area, because this is kind of like a pull-out bench. Okay, here's progress after probably about 5 hours, something like that. I was able to successfully, I borrowed a hammer drill thanks to the next door neighbor, and I was able to anchor all the bottoms of these with a Tapcon screw, and so those worked well. I anchored this outlet once I secured the 2x2. I redid all of this, put it 16 on center, have it ready for the light. So paneling's ready to go up here. That's all insulated. And I got, this is 2 rolls of insulation, and I didn't quite get done. You see this white channel, that's a short channel, and it was like 12.5, and I had 4 of those foam pieces that were sitting up in the rafters, so I was able to use those. But I've got this one channel left, and that box up there where there was an air conditioner. So that's all I need to button up. Oh, and I fixed this area here. This was that big hole from all that water damage. So I put a piece in there, a piece in the front, a piece in the bottom, and on the side. So I'm ready for paneling for the seating there. And then 3 pieces of paneling here, and 1 and a little bit up on here. It's 5 feet, so 4 feet, and another 12-inch piece or so. So not too shabby for the work on New Year's Eve. And got to figure out if I really want to buy another whole thing of insulation just for that little bit. Alright, signing off for 2021. Okay, here's the final product. Doesn't look too bad. There's not edging around the window there, except that one piece is just sitting there on the left. The paneling looked up pretty nice. This is, it's hard to match. I have to throw some caulk in there to kind of even things up a little bit. But turned out pretty nice. I tried to keep it off it touching the floor. And it needs a piece of baseboard all the way around. That's where those black marks on black electrical tape to show where the studs are if we're going to put paneling. And you can tell it's still a little squishy because the insulation's pushing it out, which is okay. It's not going to hurt anything. And Finished the light too. The light area looks pretty good. And I'm not going to caulk. See if any more water comes down. But not too bad. Probably in total, I don't know, 15, 16 hours of work, something like that. A lot of cuts, and I had to replace both the electrical outlets. I thought one was going to be salvageable, and I wanted to try to take the outlet out, and it just was totally rusted and snapped off. So I had to end up doing some more electrical work than I wanted. But it is usable and insulated. So that's a wrap.